yeah, I want to add to that 21 and not having kids trend. I also want to add this to you guys to get some more perspective of why I was saying on my last video earlier. Also, I almost forgot to mention, but this is what I want to remind you guys of. When I was a kid, I think between like 10 and like 12-ish years or 11, I was told by my father, you know what he said to me? He wanted me also not to blame him when I grew up about having weight issues, which I actually obviously still do, even as old as I am, as in 35, which I am in 35 years of age. But you know what he also said? He wanted me, for some reason, I thought this was fucking weird, and I still think it's fucking weird to this day. He said to me to go, if I want to ever have children, to go to the sperm bank. And that's what he said. I'm not sure if he ever told this to my little sister or my older sister, but for some reason, I think it was because of the weight issues I'm dealing with currently still, throughout my life anyways, I've been dealing with. Because of that, I think that's why he insinuated and insisted to say, oh, you should go to the sperm bank. And so to that, fuck no. And so as someone who will still not have any kids, especially this fucking country that decided to just put prioritizing guns over kids' lives, I would not want to add to the lives that get lost because of guns. And like I said, and with the abortion being banned in 2022, if you guys remember, because it was banned, I also say to that, no, because for reproductive and health-related purposes, if you will, and things that it might need when a woman is dealing with pregnancy issues too, because not everything's going to be available at the hospital or clinic unless it's by appointment. And so for women who need something at low cost to like free, that was the whole point of the Planned Parenthood and all that stuff. Yeah, you losers didn't know that? Oh, I'm glad I'm here to tell you that it was. And anyways, like I said, this is why I had to say I'm also glad in that respect that I made sure that my autonomy was not going to be in that kind of struggle, because now in this kind of economy, what the fuck? What the fuck? All I gotta tell you chicks is this: get perspective. Don't be mad at us women who don't want to have kids. Be happy that we decided to become part of the so-called, as you guys call it, the sexual selection, where we basically become part of the selection that didn't want to become part of the offspring people makers, if you will. You know, pregnant people, or as you call women who are expecting mothers, if you will. Yeah, I'm glad I'm nobody's type, and I'm so glad I'm not flattering myself, and I'm so glad ain't nobody checking for me right now. I am so happy, because you know what? I don't have to worry about this shit like you chicks did, and like you had to, and because of public peer pressure and communal peer pressure, or societal peer pressure, if you will, and you thought having this kid was doing something. It did not. Are those same people going to help you pay with bills? Are those same people going to be out there to help you in your time of need? Nah, I didn't think so. You daffy hoes are something else. Sometimes I think you guys want to be purposely stupid without even thinking. It's like that one guy I saw in this video who put I don't know, super glue as a joke. I saw in this video on YouTube Short somewhere, and thought it was just going to be a funny thing. It wasn't going to be stuck. And then his lips got stuck. You see how dumb that was? And that was probably for clicks and views. This has nothing to do with the conversation, but you know what I'm trying to say with that. Sometimes I feel like some of y'all just do this just for attention. Some of y'all. And think you're doing something without even thinking. And think you're going to get the results you thought you were going to get by doing something, but it didn't come out the way you thought it was. I'm going to tell you something. Having to raise those kids, like I said in my last video, especially with kids with disabled and developmental issues, and also including myself, who also had to deal with all my life, by the way. Even though when I went to special education at the end of 3rd grade and beginning of 4th grade myself, and throughout my whole life, I was around disabled people all the time. I'm so used to disabled people, okay? You can't tell me what I don't already know. I probably know about it, possibly. And I was always seeing a lot of disabled people, okay? In fact, helping my mom raise these disabled kids, it was just going to be part of my life anyways, because I had like a little bit of like a head start before becoming part of that life. And now I'm able to understand, because I'm so used to being disabled people, and it's just hilarious, like right now, how things are going in this country, and nobody thinks about disabled people as once they did, with high regard and respect. And this is why I also say not giving birth to kids either, especially with developmental and disabilities and physical disabilities. I feel like it's a good thing that I too also dodged a bullet. And that's why I'm saying I'm happy. And I'm so grateful I don't have to be part of that problem. I'm becoming part of the solution by not adding to this already messed up country. So yeah, I'm so happy being part of the 4B type of movement. Well, I mean, I've been doing this actually since in my mid-20s. I'm like in my mid-30s right now. But still, I decided to stop myself from dating anybody anyways, because I thought there was nothing going on for me, and my issues with my weight is going to be a me problem anyways. And I was like, you know what, I checked myself out a long time ago, and I'm so glad I did, because the time we're in now, it was worth it. The economy is shit. Things are not making any sense. Food is going up for some fucking reason. We have a president who thinks he's doing something. He's actually not. He's doing the opposite of something, which is nothing. And then we have nothing else going else for ourselves. We're kind of stuck. There's a possible pandemic possibly looming if it ever had happening currently. I don't know. The bird flu, to be exact. And this is why the egg prices are out of reach and out of touch and out of hand and such. And yeah, so to be honest with you guys, this is why I agree with the trend of 21 and over and no kids is actually the best thing that could happen to us, especially in these weird tragic times. So yeah, I just want to add to it because the video is going to be more longer if I did, but just to be easy for you guys, I broke it up in 2 parts. So yeah, here. Oh yeah, hey, thanks for watching and thanks for listening if you did. Okay, bye. Good night.